So although this TV may not be working, is it still recording visually as well? Okay. Well, we're good to go? And listen, I'm not trying to rush you, honey. Wait, it says right now the LCDs are off. There we go. Yep, no worries. Okay, so colleagues, we'll get ready to get started. Our first voting list, we have voting list number 6. First bill is House Bill 335. Chairman. We'll be fine.
Mr. Chairman, these bills were all taken up by the Alcoholic Beverages Subcommittee. They are local bills. They are unamended, and they were all approved with a favorable recommendation by the Alcoholic Beverages Subcommittee.
Consent calendar that all the bills on vote list number 6, vote for House Bill 335 is the same.
You ready to hear that? Brian, turn your mic up.
Yep. Move favorable as a consent calendar that all the bills for all the bills on vote list number 6. So the vote for House Bill 335 will count for all of them.
Okay, we're gonna do it one time just to get ready. Who's here? Mr. Vice Chair.
Aye.
Doug Harrison. Doug Boafo. Doug Howard's excused. Doug Charkoudian. Doug Rose. Doug Prusky. Doug Fennell. Doug Turner. Doug Valderrama. Doug Chi is excused. Doug Frazier Dago. Doug Adams. Yes. Doug Arentz. Doug Pippi. Yes. Doug Jackson. Doug Johnson. Doug Rogers. Doug Ampry. Doug Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Okay. Didn't know. And Delegate Queen. Okay, all those move favorable on the consent calendar.
Okay, give me a minute, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that was just copied to every bill on this calendar, but okay. That's vote list 6. Vote list 7. Vote list 7 are all also alcohol bills, but these are bills that were taken up by the Alcoholic Beverages Subcommittee. Each one of them is amended. There are local letters of support, and as I say, the subcommittee recommended all of them favorable with amendment. This cannot be done as a consent calendar because you've got the amendments on each one.
There you go. So the first bill is House Bill 307.
House Bill 307 from Prince George's County extends a current license for nonprofit organizations to include additional fraternal and sororal organizations. There are clarifying amendments within the saying defining an independent nonprofit nationwide fraternal or sororal organization, and that excludes college or high school frats and other ones that are related to educational institutions.
All in favor of the amendment, say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. On the bill as amended, any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Vice Chair.
Aye.
Doug Harrison. Doug Boafo. Doug Howard's excused. Doug Charkoudian. Doug Rose. Doug Prusky. Doug Fennell. Doug Turner. Doug Valderrama. Doug Chi is excused. Doug Frazier Dago. Doug Adams. Doug Arentz. Doug Pippi. Doug Jackson. Doug Johnson. Doug Rogers. Doug Ampry. Doug Weibel. Doug Fisher. Delegate Queen. Bill moves favorable with amendments. Bob.
I can do that.
Next bill,
The next bill is House Bill 621. This bill decreases the license fee from $10,000 to $4,000 for a stadium beer, wine, and liquor license in Harford County. There is one amendment in your package that changes the sponsor from the individual to the delegation.
on the amendment, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Bill's amended.
On the bill as amended, anybody in opposition? Hearing none. All present with Howard and she excused. The bill moves favorable with amendments. Next bill,
Next bill is House Bill 635. This bill establishes a performing arts nonprofit organization, beer, wine, and liquor license in Harford County. There is an amendment in your packet that adds various report-keeping requirements.
on favor of amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. On the bill as amended, anyone opposed? All in favor present except Howard and she are excused. Let me know we can move on, Bob.
Okay, next one is House Bill 816 from Prince George's County, alcoholic beverages license renewal. The amendment limits the bill to a Class B license rather than a license or permit issued by the local board that wasn't subject to renewal from 2020 through 2023 and limits a particular renewal to a particular premises in a certain block. Yeah.
On the amendment, all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. On the bill as amended, anybody opposed? Hearing none. All present voted yes. Bill moves as amended.
Next bill, House Bill 817 is another alcoholic beverages license bill from Prince George's County. This deals with the issuance of a license near a place of worship or school, and the amendment clarifies that the renewal may be done only if the licenses of the same class have been issued and withheld by the same person seeking the new license.
On the amendment, all in favor, say aye. Any opposition? Hearing none. On the bill as amended, is there anybody opposed? All present voted yes. Chi and Howard are excused. Bill moves forward as amended. Next bill, please.
Is House Bill 1269, which authorizes the Baltimore County Board of License Commissioners to fulfill a notice requirement related to applications for alcoholic beverage licenses by posting a completed application online at least 14 days before the application hearing date. Instead of publishing the notice in local newspapers, there is an amendment in your packet that authorizes the board to go back to publish notice of the application 2 times in 2 successive weeks in 1 newspaper of general circulation in Baltimore County.
On the amendment, all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. On the bill as amended, is there any opposition? Hearing none, all present voted yes. Bill moves forward as amended. Moving on to voting list number 8. First bill is House Bill 272.
Say what?
Brief indulgence.
36. Okay.
I took.
Yeah, there we go. House Bill 272 prohibits a person from applying for or holding a cannabis license or registration under specified circumstances. The amendments, you have amendments in your packet. Amendment number 1 is technical. Amendment number 2 adds new definitions, alters the enforcement authority, and changes the effective date of the bill.
The amendments, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none.
The bill's amended.
On the bill as amended. Is there any discussion? This is our one Republican bill. That's it. Well, term,
Last one, and you voted against.
right. Is there any discussion, Weibel? Guess we need to start checking them off. All right. On the bill moving forward, favorable as amended, Delegate Crosby,
Aye.
Delegate Harrison, Delegate Boafo, Delegate Howard is excused, Delegate Charkoudian, Delegate Rose, Delegate Pruski, Delegate Fennell, Delegate Turner, Delegate Valderrama, Delegate Chi is excused, Delegate Frazier Hidalgo, Delegate Adams, Delegate Ernst, Delegate Arntz, Delegate Pippy, Delegate Jackson, Delegate Johnson, Delegate Rogers, Delegate Amprey, Delegate Weibel, Delegate Fisher, Delegate Queen. Bill moves forward as amended. Next bill, please.
Unfavorable.
House Bill 124, the motion is unfavorable. Any discussion? Bill moving forward unfavorable. Delegate Crosby on the unfavorable. Delegate Harrison on the unfavorable. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Hidalgo. Delegate Adams. Delegate Ernst. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Amprey. Delegate Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Motion, the unfavorable motion succeeds. Next bill, please.
House Bill 175 establishes a predetermination review process under which an individual can request a department to review their criminal history to determine whether that criminal history would disqualify them from obtaining an occupational license or certificate. There are amendments in your packet that remove the provisions in the bill that prohibited specified executive departments from denying an occupational license or certificate to an applicant on the basis of their criminal history.
On the amendment, all in favor, say aye. The opposition, hearing none.
Bill's amended.
On the bill as amended, any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Vice Chair.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi. Excused, apologize. Delegate Frazier Hidalgo. Delegate Adams. Delegate Ernst. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Amprey. Delegate Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Moves forward as amended. Next bill, please.
Withdrawn, Chair, for House Bill 205, with consent calendar withdrawn, unfavorable withdrawn, 205, 661, 944.
Jesus, hold on. Because these are not in any order. So again,
205,
6,
1,
I
944.
don't see 661.
it's 661 and 944.
This list. Oh. There we go. And 944.
Bob, you don't see any others, do you?
Those are the only three that I'm aware of that are withdrawn.
Now,
That is 205.
so it's House Bill 205. Now we have a
You have a letter.
so the motion on the three of them.
Unfavorable withdrawn.
Okay, on the consent calendar, motion unfavorable. Is there any opposition? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye. Okay, those of three move unfavorable, withdrawn. You did. So now we're gonna move back to House Bill 180.
House Bill 180 establishes a limited license to provide eyelash extension services issued by the State Board of Cosmetologists. There is an amendment that adds estheticians to the bill to allow them to provide eyelash extension services.
So this was, we were gonna rename this the Delegate Shalega bill, but she gave us a great idea. We decided to follow up on it.
Move the amendment.
On the amendments, all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none on the bill? Sure. Oh, wait. I'll tell you, you're good. Yes, you're good. Let me know when you're ready.
Fisher, you want this one?
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
I just want to say I support this because Delegate Miller is an optometrist and she has told me and showed me pictures of some horrific things. So
Yeah.
just explaining my vote.
no, well, might have found a floor leader. I don't think we'll use that as a floor leader. That'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
It is. For eyelash extensions. Look, oh, no, we didn't. No, I'm not joking about amending her name on the bill. No, I'm sorry. I'll withdraw that amendment.
Like the Ron Young bill.
Right. No, that was actually a good, that was a good bill. The Ron Young alcohol bill of 2022. All right, on House Bill 180, I think it's been moved, probably seconded. Mr. Chair, on the favor with amendments.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison, Delegate Boafo, Delegate Howard is excused, Delegate Charkoudian, Delegate Rose, Delegate Pruski, Delegate Fennell, Delegate Turner, Delegate Valderrama, Delegate Chi is excused, Delegate Frazier Dago, Delegate Adams, Delegate Ernst, Delegate Pippy, Delegate Jackson, Delegate Johnson, Delegate Rogers, Delegate Amprey, Delegate Weibel, Delegate Fisher, Delegate Queen. Bill moves as amended. Next bill.
Wait, we're holding.
254 held. Let me just do this.
You're fine. Held in four
Okay, 419,
is held.
no,
Yep. Now we're on the House Bill 426.
House Bill 426 requires a public motion picture house to provide access to closed captioning under specified circumstances. There are amendments in your packet that require a movie theater to provide access to fully operational and well-maintained closed captioning technology for each screening that is produced and offered with closed captioning as required by the ADA. It also requires open movie captioning for at least 2 screenings for each movie each week if the movie theater has more than 8 screens. It also authorizes open captioning 3 weeks after the movie premieres with reasonable notice.
On the amendments, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. On the bill as amended, any discussion? Is there a second? Come on, Dave. Carl.
Can I amend my name on this bill?
If my attorneys have the time, that's all I was like, I know, yeah, we try not to do that, but she said sure, so we'll take that amendment. Do we have to vote on this?
Okay, I want to withdraw my motion, move favorable.
With,
I want to move the amendment to add Delegate Jackson's name.
on the amendment, all in favor will say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none.
Bill is amended.
On the bill as amended, any discussion? Outstanding. Hearing none. That would be, do them one at a time. On the bill as amended, Mr. Vice Chair,
Aye.
Delegate Harrison, Delegate Boafo, Delegate Howard is excused, Delegate Charkoudian, Delegate Rose, Delegate Pruski, Delegate Fennell, Delegate Turner, Delegate Valderrama, Delegate Chi, excused, thank you, Delegate Frazier Hidalgo, Delegate Adams, Delegate Aaron's, Delegate Pippy, Delegate Jackson, Delegate Johnson, Delegate Rogers, Delegate Ampry, Delegate Weibel, Delegate Fisher, Delegate Queen. Bill moves forward as amended. This is Carl's bill. This is it's gotta be. Of course. The Florida, oh, yeah, you are. No. You already, that's a done deal.
Yeah.
We'll all get the popcorn.
Don't worry, have it.
Five, okay. 465. Yep.
House Bill 465 alters the maximum civil penalty for the knowing failure of an employer to properly classify an individual as an employee. There's an amendment in your packet that removes the criminal penalties from this bill and increases the civil penalty to $10,000.
Move the amendment. Second.
On the amendments, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Hearing none. On the bill, a brief question, Madam Attorney, what was the penalty in the Senate as far as this bill has a crossfile, correct? And what was that penalty raised to in the Senate?
The penalty was raised to, I believe it was 20 for the initial and 30 for the other.
Thank you. Any further questions? Seeing none.
Move the bill is amended. Second.
Wait, I believe Adams has a question.
Real quick, on page 3, line 31, it says on a showing by clear and convincing evidence. So I'm the layman. Could you explain to me what a showing by clear and convincing evidence, where does that showing occur? And could you just real quickly explain what clear and convincing evidence looks like? I know this is a knowing violation, so I get the idea that this is a different level of violation here, but you can just answer that for me and I'll be done.
So there's,
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm sorry, did you want to answer it? It's basically, it's evidence is highly and substantially more likely to have been true than not. So it's preponderance of the evidence is 51%. While this isn't beyond all reasonable doubt, it's the second highest standard. So there's a pretty high standard to prove.
So there's definitely a proceeding here, i.e.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is happening in a court, not
Yeah,
in
yeah.
this
this-
isn't an administrative finding and, okay, I'm done.
Wait,
Clear, Delegate Adams, in the Senate, they took that language out. We made sure we kept it in.
so it's a higher, it's much substantially high. Any more discussion on the bill as amended? Was it second? Okay, on the bill as amended, Mr. Vice Chair.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison, Delegate Boafo, Delegate Howard is excused, Delegate Charkoudian, Delegate Rose, Delegate Pruski, Delegate Fennell, Delegate Turner, Delegate Valderrama, Delegate Chi is excused, Delegate Frazier Holdago, Delegate Adams, Delegate Aaron's, Delegate Pippy, Delegate Jackson, Delegate Johnson, Delegate Rogers, Delegate Amprey, Delegate Weibel, Delegate Fisher, Delegate Queen. Bill moves as amended. Next bill, please. Next bill, I'm sorry, I wanna make sure I go through this. What is it?
468 and 505 are not on.
So I don't. So I have 468. You said it should have been
I have 468 not on their list.
okay,
It isn't in the one that.
all right, okay, and then,
neither is 505. Double check.
okay, so those are both, that's fine.
49.
Whoa, whoa. Brief indulgence.
That's on the system. It's 49.
All righty then.
On your page.
House Bill 649 alters the requirement that an employer disclose certain wage information to an applicant for employment, including specified wage range, benefit, and other compensation information. There are amendments in your packet that alter the definition of wage range to mean the minimum and maximum hourly rate or minimum and maximum salary for a position. Repeal requirements for a promotion, transfer, other employment opportunities for disclosure requirements. Require the Commissioner of Labor to develop a form that an employer may use to comply with the wage disclosure requirements and make the form available to employers. Require the employer to keep records for at least 3 years after the position is filled or after the position was initially posted if the position is not filled, and repeal the private right of action.
On the amendments, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none. On the bill as amended, any discussion? Vice Chair,
Aye.
Delegate Harrison, Delegate Boafo, Delegate Howard is excused, Delegate Charkoudian, Delegate Rose, Delegate Pruski, Delegate Fennell, Delegate Turner, Delegate Valderrama, Delegate Chi is excused, Delegate Frazier Holdago, Delegate Adams, Delegate Aaron's, Delegate Pippy, Delegate Jackson, Delegate Johnson, Delegate Rogers, Delegate Amprey, Delegate Weibel, Delegate Fisher, Delegate Queen. Bill moves as amended. Next bill, please. Six 61 was withdrawn by sponsor. Yep.
Seven,
10. Sir.
7.
House Bill 710.
House Bill 710 establishes the Household Goods Movers Registration Fund to be administered by the Maryland Department of Labor.
Is there any amendments on this edgy bill? Any discussion on the bill? Hearing none. Delegate Crosby,
Aye.
Delegate Harrison, Delegate Boafo, Delegate Howard is excused, Delegate Charkoudian, Delegate Rose, Delegate Pruski, Delegate Fennell, Delegate Turner, Delegate Valderrama, Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Hidalgo. Delegate Adams. Delegate Ernst. Delegate Pippy. It is 7:10. There you go, buddy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Amprey. Delegate Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Bill moves forward as amended. Next bill. Apologies. It was not amended. Thank you. Bill moves forward. Next bill. We got you, Bob. You're good.
Next bill is House Bill 808 from Delegate Atterbury. There's an amendment to authorize the executive director of the ATCC to adopt regulations to enforce this. This is the DoorDash delivery bill. It is an opt-in for local jurisdictions that wish to allow a local delivery permit. And if so, they have a statutory framework for it.
Move the amendment.
On the amendments, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none.
Move the bill's amended.
Discussion on the bill. Yep, I see you, Delegate Ernst.
Yeah, I have a question about the bill as far as how will we manage this? I mean, I understand the amendment said it has to be within a certain jurisdiction and it's got to be within a good delivery area. How are we going to do that?
Essentially, that would be the same way that the couple of jurisdictions that do have delivery right now do that. It's under the local board.
Okay, how will we enforce it? I guess maybe that's a better way.
Presumably that would be under whatever the executive director adopts by regulations in terms of a verification method
Executive director
of
is,
the ATCC.
okay, so they're going to come up with a policy.
They'd have to, yeah.
They're going to have to come up with a policy. Okay, I'm not a big fan of I think the whole ordeal is going to take a lot from people as far as I'm going to have to get these guys tips training. I'm going to have to figure out, make sure they're all buying it and all the conditions. I think that's a lot to ask somebody to do right now in this day and age.
Yes, sir.
I won't be supporting the bill. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Delegate Weibel.
I had similar questions, maybe you can't answer them. So how does it work though for the counties that have it now? So you can have a delivery from say the liquor store?
Right now, the deliveries are done. They have to be done by employees of the enterprise. So they already have their tips training and they're already part of the organization that has the local retail license.
So is someone showing their ID somehow to the liquor store and then they're showing it again at point of delivery?
They have to show it at point of delivery, yes.
Okay,
So.
all right, thank you.
Delegate Fisher.
Yeah, this seems like it's creating like a four-tier system, like there's a fourth tier and that's DoorDash. So what if instead of DoorDash, the liquor stores themselves were allowed to do it?
They are.
They're allowed to do it.
They're allowed to do it now.
So they're allowed to do it now.
Mhm.
But then they're the responsible party because they're delivering it themselves, right?
Sir.
And that makes sense because that's easy to track and so forth. But as soon as you add DoorDash, that's the fourth tier. And then it seems like there's no way to really manage it.
Nope. DoorDash doesn't deliver. Liquor stores have their own liquor delivery. Okay, seeing no discussion on the bill, Mr. Vice Chair.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Valderrama is excused or abstains. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate, yes. Delegate Frazier Hidalgo. Delegate Adams. Delegate Ernst. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Amprey. Delegate Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Yes. Bill passes as amended. Just at 12.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Well, that. Barely.
House Bill 819 expands the catastrophic event account and federal government shutdown employee assistant loan fund programs so that non-civilian employees may be provided assistance.
Favorable.
Any discussion on the bill? Seeing none. Delegate Crosby. Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Dago. Delegate Adams. Delegate Aaron's. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Ampry. Delegate Wyval. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. So moves. Favorable. Yes, sir. 882. House Bill 882.
House Bill 882 from Delegate Rosenberg. There's an amendment in your packet as was described during the bill hearing when we were in lockdown. The bill as amended basically requires that for gas stations, the cash and credit prices have to be shown in the same size type on the same sign.
Any discussion on the amendments? On the amendments, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none on the bill? Any discussion on the bill as amended? Delegate Adams.
So I'm remembering this hearing, there was no opposition. Actually, the gas stations were supporting the bill. Is that your,
With the amendment.
with the amendment?
Yep.
Because all the counties are doing all sorts of different things and it's driving them crazy. So the amendment basically adds we supersede them.
So the gas stations needed the same thing happening throughout the state, not this.
No
mismatch.
patchwork.
Correct.
Right.
Further discussion, seeing none. Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Dago. Delegate Adams. Delegate Aaron's. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Ampry. Delegate Wyval. Delegate Fisher. That's a good default answer. Delegate Queen. Bill passes as amended. 944 is withdrawn. No, sir. House Bill 1049.
House Bill 1049 passed out of subcommittee favorable with amendments. The bill establishes a regulatory framework to govern automatic renewals. The amendment in your packet limits the bill so that it only applies to renewals that occur more than 1 month. It provides that compliance with the state or other federal regulatory agency constitutes compliance with this bill, and it removes the private right of action in the bill.
On the amendment, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. On the bill as amended, any discussion? Hearing none. Delegate Crosby. Delegate Harris. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Dago. Delegate Adams. Delegate Aaron's. Delegate Pippy. Hilarious. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Ampry. Delegate Wyval. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. I like. Which bill was that? Wait. Wait, seriously? Oh. You're writing these down, right?
This isn't April first.
Right. Okay. Rapruski, you do not get to defend your own bill. That'll learn you. No, I'm joking. No, please, Chris. He'll have plenty of opportunities. Next bill.
House Bill 1077 creates the position of Small Business Climate Change Coordinator in the Governor's Office of Small, Minority, and Women Business.
If you don't want to vote for it, you can vote against it. Superfluous, unnecessary at this time. Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Got you. Okay. Right. All right. The motion is unfavorable. Delegate Crosby, Delegate Harrison, Delegate Boafo, Delegate Howard is excused, Delegate Charkoudian, Delegate Rose, Delegate Pruski, Delegate Fennell, Delegate Turner, Delegate Valderrama, Delegate Chi is excused, Delegate Frazier Lago, Delegate Adams, Delegate Aaron's, Delegate Pippy, Delegate Jackson, Delegate Johnson, Delegate Rogers, Delegate Ampry, Delegate Wyville, Delegate Fisher, and Delegate Queen. Thank you. Unfavorable motion passes. Next bill. The next bill is House Bill 1083.
House Bill 1083, perhaps Delegate Adams will want to be the floor leader in this, I don't know, but it's Delegate Pruski's bill. This is the one that updates the winery, the wine Maryland content standards to be Maryland agricultural products. There are amendments in your packet that were agreed to help harmonize the positions of the ATCC and the Department of Agriculture.
The amendment. Second.
The amendments, any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor of the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
On the bill as amended?
Move the bill as amended.
On the bill as amended, any discussion? Hearing none. Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Dago. Delegate Adams. Delegate Aaron's. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Ampry. Delegate Wyville. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Bill passes as amended. Next bill, please.
1116 is held. So I think
1182 is, that's been, that has been withdrawn. Is that 1182 withdrawn or, oh, so would have been.
1116 is held. Oh.
Right, 11, okay, 1197 is held.
Next one that I.
Is held.
House Bill 1228 exempts non-commercial telephone solicitations for the purpose of public opinion research from the laws prohibiting certain telephone solicitations There is an amendment in your packet that alters the enforcement and penalty provisions in the bill.
They could still bother you for voting and stuff like that. Is that a public research? So if I get a call saying, I want to know, do you like Brian Crosby? They could still do that. No, I would do that, Mr. Vice Chair. That was certainly not what was on my mind, sir. Or Fraser Hill Dog. Why would that be?
Yeah, we're ready.
Where's
We moved the amendment. We were having a discussion.
outstanding? Amendments have been moved and seconded. Any discussion on amendments? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none on the bill. The bill is amended. Any discussion? Seeing none. Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Aldago. Delegate Adams. Delegate Aaron's. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Amprey. Delegate Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Bill moved successfully. It's amended, but was amended, yes. Next bill, please.
Delegate Ruth's House Bill 1242.
Unfavorable.
The rationale was that we couldn't determine if there was any lead in any of these cables. So again, a superfluous bill. The motion is unfavorable. Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski.
Aye.
Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Aldago. Delegate Adams. Delegate Aaron's. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Amprey. Delegate Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Motion is unfavorable, succeeds. Next bill, please.
As drafted, House Bill 1275 allows a dealer association on behalf of itself or dealer or a group of dealers to bring an action in any court of competent jurisdiction against any person to recover damages and reasonable attorney fees for financial injury. It also allows the dealer association to request a hearing with the MVA. There are amendments in your packet that strip it down to basically limiting the authority of the dealer association to only requesting certain hearings with the MVA.
Amendment.
On the amendments, any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor of amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none.
Move bills amended.
On the bill as amended, any discussion?
Be favorable with those amendments. Yeah, we don't record subcommittee.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm fine.
On the favorable with amendments? Oh, it's Delegate Adams, go ahead.
I'm on the subcommittee. I supported the bill. There was an amendment that seemed like it brought the two parties, at least maybe not together, but certainly had a degree of reconciling the bill.
Well, Chris, if you support it, then I support it. I would just mess with you, I know. It doesn't really matter with them, does it? On the bill as amended, Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Aldago. Delegate Adams. Delegate Aaron's. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Amprey. Delegate Weibel. Okay. Delegate Fisher. Okay. Delegate Queen. Wow. All right. Bill passes as amended. Next bill, please.
That would be 1315. Unfavorable.
The motion is unfavorable. Is there any discussion? It is.
The amendment from the sponsor would make it into a task force.
As is.
So we usually don't do task force on other state stuff, so. All right, the motion is unfavorable. Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Bluafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Dago. Delegate Adams. Delegate Ernst. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Ampry. Delegate Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Bill moves, does not move. It's unfavorable. Next bill, please.
House Bill 1397 makes certain protected characteristics, including sexual orientation, gender identity, race, religious beliefs, marital status, and disability consistent across multiple statutes. There are no amendments.
On the bill, is there any discussion? Delegate Pippy.
Thank you. Just for the good of the order. So currently under law, can't discriminate based on sex, can't discriminate based on sexual identity. This also adds sexual orientation to already
That is
existing
correct.
framework. This is not the other one with the schools and the other.
The churches?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
It's the enforcement mechanism. Maryland Commission on Civil Rights, and is there a specific fine? Brief indulgence. Brief indulgence. Give me a second.
I don't see any fines in the bill.
As far as you talk about specific fines.
Specific fine.
It's an usually there are investigations by the Office of Civil Rights. Commission of Civil Rights. There's no specific, I don't believe there's specified penalties because it's an investigation of the Office of Civil Rights.
Violation is being investigated by that Civil Rights Commission, and then I'd have to figure out what that looks like. Violate.
Right.
Same as any other violation of the Civil Rights Act, what you're saying.
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
If it's not under the department, like, is that
No,
normally that's what?
nope. That's why, because it's not merely for employment. In fact, we had that other bill already for the employment.
Oh, I see.
That was the speaker's bill. But that not include, things like housing, hotel, eateries, things of that nature. They were not protected, dining, things of that nature. Good. Any other discussion on the bill? Hearing none. It's favorable with amendments, or is this clean? Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Bluafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Dago. Delegate Adams. Delegate Ernst. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Ampry. Delegate Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Bill passes favorable. Next bill, please.
House Bill 1399 is by Delegate Kaiser. This bill requires SSTAT to ensure that the phone number and email address of resident agents are publicly available.
I'll move on there.
Motion is unfavorable. The fiscal note was 2 point something. $2.5 million fiscal note. They obviously were not equipped to do it at this time. They're moving from Sanskrit to Cobalt or something, so you're moving into the 80s technology here. Any discussion on the unfavorable? Seeing none. Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Dago.
Aye.
Delegate Adams. Delegate Aaron's. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Ampery. Delegate Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Those unfavorable. Motion passes. Next bill. House Bill 1407.
House Bill 1407 from Delegate Wilson is the bill to require PSC to identify what the overall renewable energy requirements are for the state on a jurisdiction basis, require counties to come up with plans to accommodate their demand.
Okay. Second.
On the favorable motion, any discussion? You don't have to. I just want to make sure you're good. I didn't know if you were thinking, if you're reading, or you fell asleep, so I wanted to give you an opportunity. Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boafo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Dago.
Aye.
Delegate Adams. Delegate Aaron's. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Ampery. Delegate Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Bill passes as favorable. Last bill of the day, colleagues, House Bill 1420.
House Bill 1420 from another bill from Delegate Kaiser. This is the one where she and the chairman noted that she and her witness, who's a student at River Hill High School, did their homework. And the amendment that came in stripped down the bill that came in as an additional position for OPC and instead just said OPC can opine on these things and hire a contractor as needed.
Move the amendment.
Is this discussion on the amendment or on the bill? On favor of amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none on the bill?
Bill's amended. Aye.
Delegate Aaron's?
Just on the bill, I mean, I think if you read the testimony, we just did a bunch of stuff for this. And we're not sure it doesn't work or it does work, and we're also adding another staff person. I just think.
But we're
it's
not,
too soon.
that's exactly what we're not doing. That was the whole point of the amendment. We struck that staff person. It's permissive. It allows them with the monies that they already have to hire, pretty much getting the OPC into the discussion. It just allows them to hire expertise. It does not set anything aside in the budget, just giving OPC an opportunity to get their own experts if they want to opine on this.
Again, I think it's going to add to, but I'm fine.
That's my vote. Jesse?
Just curious. So it's enabling legislation?
I mean, in that sense it is, because we're not giving them anything but permission to go ahead and with their own funds hire. It's spreading their field out a little bit. Now they can get.
Are they not permitted to do that without this legislation? I mean, I'm not going to make a big deal of it.
It's fairly narrowly tailored. Where their assignments, what they can opine upon, is very narrowly tailored. This allows them a little bit more breadth, especially when it comes to the AI side.
Okay, thank you.
The bill as it came in would have required OPC to hire somebody. Instead, it allows the OPC to retain an expert as necessary. It also goes into the statute, which was passed last year, dealing with cybersecurity and utilities, and it cleans up some additional definitions for things like critical software and supply chain risk, in addition to the definition of zero trust, and then also adds a definition of cyber resilience for the electric utilities.
Go ahead, Pippy.
So really the law changes the definitions that were changed, not the allowing them to hire somebody. Is that fair to say?
But also expands upon what they can opine upon, therefore they're.
Those aren't definitions that are only applicable to OPC. They're to
Yeah.
the utility cybersecurity law
Right.
generally.
So those are
Okay.
basically technical changes.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
See no further discussion on the bill as amended. Delegate Crosby.
Aye.
Delegate Harrison. Delegate Boifo. Delegate Howard is excused. Delegate Charkoudian. Delegate Rose. Delegate Pruski. Delegate Fennell. Delegate Turner. Delegate Valderrama. Delegate Chi is excused. Delegate Frazier Dago. Delegate Adams. Delegate Aaron's. Delegate Pippy. Delegate Jackson. Delegate Johnson. Delegate Rogers. Delegate Ampery. Delegate Weibel. Delegate Fisher. Delegate Queen. Bill passes as amended. Colleagues, I do believe is there any announcements for subcommittees today? Okay, so listen up for any announcements, and we do have an event tonight at 7 in the same place we had it last night. We only have maybe 2 more on the calendar, guys, so you think long, you think wrong. But look forward to seeing everybody this evening. Please make sure that if you're a floor leader, you get a book, and pay attention to your email to make sure that you know if you get a book or not. I mean, if you get a book, you'll be out there defending your bill on the floor. This is just for floor leaders, and some of you may not know your floor leaders to the last minute, but nah, that's the way it goes. We'll text you as well. Good? Have a good day, guys. See everybody tomorrow.